What's happening, Dangerlings? I have got a huge announcement for you. The Danger Club podcast is going to Comic-Con. When is MCM Comic-Con? It's always MCM Comic-Con. But specifically, this time around, it's the 27th to the 29th of October this year at the Excel Centre in London. MCM Comic-Con. It's a huge show. They're going to have, like, the cast of Baldur's Gate 3 are there. Felicia Day. These guys who run this little show called Critical Role, they're going to be there. And the Danger Club is going to be there. And when I say be there, we're not just going to be walking around in costumes like we were last time. This time, we have our own stand. There is a Danger Club stand at Comic-Con. You can come by, you can meet us, you can have a chat, grab a selfie. We're going to be running competitions. I tell you, if you turn up in a Danger Club bit of cosplay or anything like that, I'm going to lose my mind, and we will come up with some kind of crazy prize for you. I don't know what yet. Come on, you've been listening to us for this long. You know we haven't figured out the specifics yet. But it's going to be so much fun. I'm really excited, and I would love to meet all of you. I'd love to see you there. Come and meet us 27th to the 29th of October at the Excel Centre in London. MCM Comic-Con goes Danger Club. Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
You don't need to be everywhere from the very beginning, okay? You earned your place in this group.
Fulton is wearing a 3-piece PVC suit.
You have asked me enough times, so therefore I am going to find a florist.
These two people, they got heavy-handed and they ended up killing them, and they were your parents.
We have to tell somebody.
I've been quite good at this.
Well, yes. They came to our house.
I thought this was going to help, but it doesn't.
Do we know much about the person that Ica is marrying?
Their name is Hadley, and that's
Hadley
all we know.
Vanderail. The adventure continues now.
Alright, we're rolling.
Oh, yes! I've had coffee. I'm excited. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. Y'all gonna make me say hi. Hey, Drum, how you doing?
Hey, Tom. Just jump smashed off the table. Just get my groove on. Just smash.
I'm
smashing out some beats there.
I know. I almost dropped my really expensive phone.
Oh, drummer.
But I didn't.
You didn't. Everyone, it's all right. The phone hasn't been dropped. The beats have. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Danger Club podcast.
Hello. Now, I'm going to bring something to the table because it's something we mentioned a little bit there, and it's a bit sort of light in tone. Have any of you noticed or seen the soap opera effect?
The soap opera.
Soap opera effect.
The soap opera.
Is that the spin-off of Butterfly Effect with
Ashton Kutcher? Let me explain.
Please explain.
It is one of the most bizarre things that I've seen in recent times. So my partner, she bought a lovely big 4K HD TV from an auction site. It finally arrived. We're like, great. It's so big, we can't even put it on the wall yet. So we propped it up. We thought, what should we watch on it first? I know. Neither of us have seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That's a great film to watch on a massive 4K TV. This is going to be freaking great. And the film starts, and we're watching it, and it was honestly like watching you guys in costume acting it out in this room. Like, it's the most bizarre thing I have seen. And I was like, it's just me, or like, does it just look terrible? Like, literally, they are actors on a set.
I see.
And there's the special effect that looks like a kind of blue screen. It was honestly, they managed to make a AAA Marvel, here's all the money in the world film look.
Because with the advent of more realistic grains on TV, the more ultra real you get.
It's more the refresh rate.
Well, because now I looked into it. Yes, now this is a common effect by modern TVs. Every modern TV has something called like auto motion effect something like that.
Can't stand it.
True motion.
Well, because this is the thing. So films are still shot in 24 frames per second to give it the film look, which is actually really, really low in terms of frame rate. And so what the TV does is it inserts frames to make it smoother, which is great for sport because you see the ball really curve into the net or whatever like that. But films, it was something. I would recommend you pick a film you're not really sure about, watch it, because everything's in super duper detail, but it literally it's like just takes the magic veil of film and just removes it entirely. And we're sitting there being like, and he's wearing a costume. Like, look at him just stood in a costume. It was so bizarre.
It's not made to be shown on these TVs.
No. And actually,
it doesn't look like that in the cinema. I can't stand it. I bought an older TV because of that.
Well, you can you can turn the setting off. So if you do see a Dangerlings, if you like, my 4K TV is a piece of junk. It's one of those settings. Turn it off. And there was a video by Tom Cruise and somebody else, and they did a video about in 2018 being like, please turn this off.
Right, okay.
Because our films, it's Christopher Nolan. I think Christopher Nolan and Tom Cruise
would be Christopher Nolan.
And they were like,
it was.
literally, because he's Mr. IMAX.
Film,
But he was just like, please turn this off because it's making films look shit, and it doesn't have to look that way. It was bizarre. It was absolutely bizarre. You could see all of it.
I agree with Christopher Nolan. I don't agree with him very often, but I think he's absolutely right about that, and you're right about that, and Connor's right about that. Because I've seen it. Because my house at home has this fucking fancy TV, exactly the same one you're talking about. I've gone in there before. I've been like, fuck me, these people are walking around on a set. Fuck me, that guy's just hitting his marks. Fuck me. Yeah, it's costumes. That prop looks fucking shit. What? This is just... And I worked out with the TV. I couldn't quite work out why.
Yeah.
The soap opera effect, though, is what you call it.
It looks like a soap opera.
Because soap operas famously look
kind of shit. And honestly, like AAA, and it's just like it's all the magic gone. It's like, and it makes the actors look really bad as well because it's literally just sort of like, oh, you're clearly acting.
All the camera movements as well. And you just see every
the
movement.
props, like I said,
weird.
like your man from no spoilers, but he's from Firefly, and I can't remember his name right now. But
Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion. He pops. I love Nathan Fillion. Christ, what is he wearing? It just looked. It was like a sort of.
I mean, to be fair,
I mean, it was ridiculous. However,
even when in the cinema,
you can imagine without the glitz of like the film effect, it was like laughable. It was like, my God, this is terrible, and we kind of enjoyed it. And then we put it onto a different contrast, which sort of helped. But unfortunately, I didn't look it up during the film. So I did enjoy Guardians. It was slightly marred, like having gone like, this will be the best film. It was probably.
I was a shame. I was a huge fan of the look Drummond was giving you when you started off with like watching that. It was like watching my friends doing a soap, and I could see this look of hate building in Drum's face. And like you saying shit.
It's really strange. It's worth watching just once, just to be like, that's what he's talking about. It was bizarre.
The thing I really notice is when you watch old shows that weren't shot in widescreen, they are all 4:3. And then because sometimes some of them have been redone now, where they've been uploaded, where they stretch them a little bit to try and just fill up a bit more of the screen, and it never looks great. But the thing that you can't cheat, that you really notice, is how close people have to stand in close-ups because the thing's so narrow. We're still watching a lot of Deep Space Nine, and it's just like, oh my God, HR needs to be called on these people. These people are like having conversations like nose to nose, like, Captain, what's going on down there? Smushed up because it's such a tight little frame trying to cram them in.
That's why it's such a romantic way to work. Back in the day on film sets, very romantic. You have to be very close.
Oh yeah, you can smell everything.
Still today though, like I do a lot of workshops with students, and they sit so close together, and I'm like, on screen it doesn't look that close, trust me, like, and they're sitting, as you say, nose to nose, but they look quite far apart, so
taking each other's breath real in.
Smell that garlic on your mouth. I was going to bring something up as well, actually. Just a little story about Kaplan.
We love a Kaplan. Go on, that's one.
So I went to sleep last night, and I was in bed, obviously, and it was quite a warm night last night, wasn't it? We were in the warm state of the year, like apparently, because we're recording in the studio, and I woke up even hotter last night.
What had happened, Cole?
Kaplan had nestled right near my arse, right? Like he'd curled up right by my arse in bed, and it was honestly like a kettle was boiling up my arse. He was that hot up in my
and you famously sleep with your butt out. You don't have anything on your butt.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like on my side. Sleep on my side. So I just like woke up, and then I tried to like pull the duvet over a bit so it slide the duvet away from me, and it kind of worked. But then I went back to sleep, and then he just crawled back up in there. My God. And I woke up sweating my ass off, basically. It was fucking crazy. I just thought I'd tell you now because it's kind of fun. They find the warmest spots, don't they? And baby, my ass is warm. So.
Yeah.
I went round to. So Dom's housemate has a dog, a lovely little doggy, and called Doggy.
Dogs.
And dogs. Yeah, we talk about dogs on the show as well. Catboy. All right.
All right. Cool.
And I went round there. I went round there the other day, and she'd been away on holiday. I'd been around there for like a month. So Doggy's very excited to see both of us.
Nice.
It's very, very late at night though, so we're trying not to wake her housemate up. And we're like, Doggy comes up, we're like, yeah, okay, you've got a thing. That's fine. We'll talk to you in the morning. We're not going to do that. Then during the night, I decide I want to go to the bathroom. So, and the bathroom is like right next to her room. So I'm like, I'm not going to bother putting a robe on. Housemate's asleep. I'm just going to literally out the door into the bathroom. We'll be safe. I get out the door. I turn to open the door, and I just hear Doggy's little paws on the floor behind me, like. I'm like, oh shit. Like, try to get through it, and Doggy mentioned to jump up, and I just feel a paw right on my butt. Like right on my naked butt cheek, just one paw like high fives me, and I get in there and I'm just in the bathroom in the dark, and I'm like, if I turn the light on and that dog is in here with me, I'm gonna scream this house down. I never felt more like I was in the cold open for like a 90s sitcom, getting high fived on the butt by a dog. Like that would be Chandler's B plot for the whole episode.
And so, did you then have to do a sit-down wee because you were weeing in the dark?
I put the light on. I got over my fear, and I was like, you know what? If Doggy was in here with me, I would know it right now. So
that's how you knew you weren't in a 90s sitcom, because you put the light on. You did a sensible thing.
Right there.
In a 90s sitcom, you definitely wouldn't turn the light on because you wouldn't be able to get over your fear, and therefore there would be comedy would ensue.
And then you'd sit on the toilet, and actually her dad was sat on the toilet, and for some reason didn't say anything.
Oh my God, Mr. Jenkins!
What are you doing in here?
What are you doing?
I just somehow sat on you and peed on you, and you didn't say anything until after the whole event had transpired, and now the hijinks.
What does that mean? Until I reached behind me and felt every bit of your body, and then went.
My partner's cat does the same thing. Not sitting and peeing on Dad's.
High fives your ass.
But there is no. I do actually weirdly get some kind of like Thai massage in the morning sometimes when she jumps up on the bed.
That's nice.
And I've gotten good at ignoring her when I'm asleep. Now I can still sleep through that, but then there becomes a massage where she's obviously padding, and I'm like, I've now turned that in my head into I'm just getting a free massage from a cat. And then, but yeah, she also does the following to the toilet thing, and this was weird for a while because you can push the door too, it's shut, but cat pushes it open, so and there's no way of locking it, and you're like, well, the cat's really fucking strong when she wants to get into the fucking toilet. And then we've gone past the stage now where she just sits there and looks at me. I now realize why. She gets up into the sink, she wants to drink running water from the sink.
Right,
okay. And I looked into it, you pull the tap, and she would just lick at the thing, and you're like, what the fuck? Loads of cats do this. What the fuck? And you realize that they often don't drink the water that's near their food because cats are carnivores. They associate water near food with rot.
Yeah.
So they go for elsewhere for sources of water. And you're like, you're just thirsty and creepy. What are you doing, Scott?
Now I'm glad this has come up. So next time I come in the toilet, Scott, and you shout at me, that all I want to do is drink from the tap.
Yeah,
I can't articulate myself very well. Last time you threw a shoe at me, I mean, who throws?
And then the cat's like, is that water coming out of you right now? Can I lick at that?
Yeah.
There's a theory that cats follow you to the toilet as well because they want to keep you safe.
Yeah, the dogs.
Like they know that you're in the most vulnerable, so they're kind of.
Not when I'm asleep though. When I'm asleep, they just jump right the fuck on top of me.
They can open doors. Cats and velociraptors. That's why both of them. You never get any privacy when you're peeing with either of those things. Well, from a cat in the sink and a dad on the toilet to a bird in the hand and a mother in distress, the Danger Club.
Nice work.
The Danger Club have dealt with some complex family business.
Character shit.
You've done some real character shit. Bob has been holding off on that character shit, and it is all the character shit has hit the character fan.
I just want to say thank you to Ross for allowing me to.
We're always grateful to Ross for giving us the space.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You have your time.
Get back to you now. Yeah,
we've been handed a handwritten note saying "pipe down."
But it's far from over. Far from over that character shit.
Yeah.
But there's some adventures possibly to be had in between.
Kill every guard in the city is still very much not off the table.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine just going to your mum and being like, I'm in legal trouble. Don't worry. I'll handle this.
The Met Police be dead by the morning. There we go.
I just thought I'd come and tell you before I do handle it. Just in case it goes badly wrong. It won't, though. It definitely won't. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Jesus. You even processed that. What's going to happen when his dad gets back? I guess we'll find out at some point. But
I felt properly scolded even as Shania, who's over 300 years old, properly scolded when you were like, "What? You're just telling your sister you're not gonna help. Your dad's out there looking for you, and you're just gonna go and help yourself, are you?" I was like, "Oh,
yeah."
I mean, kind of, yeah.
It's
really the only way to do it. I'm afraid. Sorry.
It does sort of highlight that kind of selfish aspect, doesn't it? It's just like, well, I'm doing the right thing, and I feel better now. I've told you. It's like, well, good for you, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thanks
It's
a lot.
like
I
you
mean,
haven't
we're
actually
stuck
helped
here.
me. You've just done it to salve your own conscience. It's like, oh yeah, I kind of did. Anyway, bye.
Yeah,
like,
but I still have to do it.
I mean, there's still an option of going to like find a lawyer and have like a big,
absolutely
like
an
a
option.
big
I think-
trial, like
I
a
think-
Better Call Saul kind of episode.
I heard all the lawyers got purged in the last time something got sorted out, and yes,
right.
yeah.
You don't know how much evidence they have, or what you don't even really know exactly what they know.
Yeah, they might not
what
know.
they think he's done. Like you just know
That's why we got to find Johnson and Johnson. We got to hold Johnson and Johnson to account, and that's coming from me. And I like talc.
Well, so does Fulton now. But Fulton needs talc as well because he is
I think he's
a
more
very
in-
squeaky boy.
I think it's more in their baby oil market, to be honest.
I reckon when you find Johnson & Johnson, they're going to be wearing masks, but the masks will be mirrors, for you will look into the true culprit. That's what I would do. No, I reckon Gilip's going to join Jam Jam's gang of people that very swiftly have very strong reasons as to why they want to kill us, and we're putting together a really well thought out bunch of villains. Well, no, not villains, anti-Danger Club people.
And who will have struggled to fight in every possible way. It's like, oh God, literally we can't fight you.
Oh, I'll let you stab
just
me,
gonna
you're right.
Murder us very slowly, and not much we can do. Do we even know if the Johnsons are still around? If they survived?
Well, no, that's
Maybe something happened.
It's something that is going to be looked into.
That's good, isn't it?
Very shortly.
So,
although
we already came in here with plenty of missions, we picked up a couple of extra ones.
Who was it now?
Johnson and Johnson.
I think it was Drum. Who
Are they
Copyright
related to Ed Johnson?
Maybe.
Or is one of them Ed Johnson?
Ned and Fred Johnson.
Wait, Bubba wouldn't have known Ed Johnson. No, look, it's not going to be Ed Johnson.
Is it Johnson and
Nothing to do with Ed Johnson.
Well, you've dangled it now.
Well, I've obviously got Johnson on the brain because I've come up with two characters.
Yeah.
And I mean, possibly they work for the FBI, like in the guys in Die Hard. That's
Maybe
Johnson
it's
and
the-
Johnson,
no, it's
isn't
not.
it?
They worked for the FBI. I mean, how old were they when you hired them? Like, I assume they were like late teens.
Just a couple of thugs from around the way. Yeah, they're like early 20s or whatever.
Were they thugs or were they undercover spooks, man? Like, have you got the man in on this? And they've got the fantasy equivalent of the FBI.
They're kind of like, they're kind of like Badger and Skinny Pete from Breaking Bad. They're low-level criminals. Do you know what I mean? They're like two that you'd go and get to do something for you, but they're not really going to do it very well, but they're the best that you can find.
They're the best
For the price.
mid-level criminals that an 11-year-old Tengu child can find and pay for with his pocket money.
Exactly, yeah. They're, that he's made off of busking.
Yeah.
Bubba was a kid basically when he left. I don't know what the crossover between not kid and kid for Tengu is.
It's around
but
9 years.
Around 9, yeah. He's
No,
not-
he's literally just an adult. So he's he's in kind of we've talked about this, but he's like in his early 20s. For human years, I guess.
I really hope that Paizo sits up and takes notice of how much lore you and also sort of Ross has come up with in regards to Tengus and dwarves and stuff, and probably all of us have done. It should be canon.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Because you speak with such conviction. Like, Dan will throw a question at you, you'll be like, oh, it's kind of like this way, because you're just entering your sort of like mid sort of episode. I'm like, how do you know all that? I said, you probably make it up.
One of my biggest regrets on this show was that I missed the window to get a review copy of Lost Omens High Helm, the dwarf lore book, so that I could just sit here and quiz Ross on dwarven lore.
There's still time.
Or we could make addendums and send it back to Paizo and be like, I'd like you to point out there's no mention of night or day holes. And where are the dishwashers? Where are the dishwashers at?
Where are the dishwashers?
The thing is, there are so many freelancers that write a book like that. I was like, I just want to go through it. I was like, if any of them have heard the show, if there's anything,
God, amazing,
incredible.
Night hall.
Well, let's pick up with the Danger Club back in the Frosty Slough for the third time. Today, you've been in Magnimar for a day. Now, you were outside Bubba's house. I wanted to give you just somewhere where you could have a chat, where you can plan whatever your next thing is. So you can pop in. Frosty knows you. He brings you another round of frosted shots. You can take them to go if you like, but it gives you a chance to kind of, because some of you haven't really seen each other for 8 hours.
Yeah,
this is nice.
Yes, isn't it nice to sit around the same table here together again? And just now, I'm trying to remember the wedding. I think it's in about 5 days' time, isn't it?
It's in a week's time.
A week's time, but we've been here a couple of days. With so much has happened.
No, it's been
it's
been one day.
Has it been 1 day?
Yeah.
You've only been here. It's nighttime now, but
it's nighttime.
It's the evening.
So wait, can we before we do this? Bubba needs to be concealed somehow.
Okay, that would be a disguise check, and I want you to tell me how you're doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? I haven't got any disguise kit or anything.
Me too.
So when we meet in the street before we go to can we just
sort out a little disguise?
Yeah.
All right.
I think I'd like to say you're sat like young Russell Gummidge. Just sort of
I've got some fake beard business. I've got some fake beard business.
Okay. Shania's got a fake beard.
That'd be amazing. Just a big long beard.
Because I can't do long nose swarm anymore. I need to do it tomorrow.
All right, yeah. Caragor goes. I actually got. Hi, Bubba. I've actually got a bird mask. From the. Okay, no, not that one. I've just got a disguise kit.
Bubba's still in tears right now as well. He's just his world is just collapsed.
While he's crying, you're just all giving him a glow up while he's just weeping in Shania's arms.
And Shania goes, I know you're feeling a lot. She just gets out some gum stuff and starts gumming a fake beard. I just want to make sure that no one recognizes.
Don't use mastics; it'll tear the feathers out.
Yeah, okay. I'll use this as my special. It's my own mix of gum.
Do you want some flowers?
A deception?
So it's going to be a. Is there a disguise skill? It's one of these things we never use. It would be deception in that case. So I'm going to allow one person to make the disguise check, and anyone who wants to aid can aid. So I would recommend whoever has the best, whoever has the best deception. Give me.
What's yours, Shania?
I've got 13 in Decepticons.
It's not that great. I've only got +1 deception.
Mine's 11, so I should probably be the one to help.
So should I do it on myself and then?
Yeah.
All right. So you try and make yourself a disguise. Caragor tries to help out.
It's 23.
23, and Caragor, you trying to help?
Yeah.
Give me a deception check as well.
22.
22 success. Okay, nice. That bumps it up. So yes, you managed to put a fake beard on Bubba.
Fake beard, flowers in my hair.
Flowers. You look like a weird hippie.
Yeah. Okay.
Bubba, how do you feel?
Not that great, to be honest. I had to tell Gillett there's nothing else I could do, and I'm just going to be honest with you. While we were walking over to the big boys, formerly known as, I nearly set the guards on all of you, specifically you, Caragor, and you, Velda.
Velda, I think that's possible that maybe you owe an apology to our friend. I think he's feeling very sensitive.
Well, maybe in exchange of apology, he has just said he set the guard.
I stole.
For fuck's sake!
All right,
I stole your shard as well when you were ill back in the.
And he has given it back.
You were ill.
He did it of his own volition, and I have it in the handcuffs.
I thought it would make things better, but it didn't.
Okay.
So I just gave it to Shania.
Caragor doesn't really know what to say, so he's just going to go.
Well,
okay.
Look, I'm sorry that I maybe didn't handle things as sort of delicate as I could. Obviously, I'm really concerned about you, Bubba. You know, we care very much for you, and you're saying all the uncle stuff and we're drinking, and then I'm not very good at people stuff. But I'm sorry you got upset. I didn't mean to upset you or everything, but I just want to look out for you.
Bubba doesn't say anything to Velda.
Thanks for giving back the shard.
Look, the important thing is, we're not going to abandon him. We're going to look after him. He will need our help. There are some things we need to look into, but we can talk about it another time. At the moment, we need to have some drinks, and we got a party to go to. Yes?
Hey.
Well, we have, yes.
I've got this suit. Carragher's got nothing.
That was the next thing I was going to ask about.
Can I go to this party? I don't know if I can go.
Of course you can come to the party.
Well, the party's... No, you can come.
Yeah,
We've disguised you.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
This is with our friends. Don't worry, you will be okay.
They invited the Danger Club.
And don't worry, we'll protect you if something happens.
Yes, exactly.
Because you're family.
Thanks, Forward.
You're welcome. I know what that shard does to a man, or woman, or dwarf, or Tengu.
Caragor's waiting for the rest of the list whilst Ross looks at the sheet. Playable
and
ancestries.
And why are you standing in puddles again? All the time, puddles with
It's
you.
very hard to go to. It's very sweaty in this.
But
Yes.
Why did you pick this?
It looks good, doesn't it?
I mean, it does.
Form fitting.
Yes.
The party's in 6 days.
No, the party is tonight.
No, the party's tonight.
Oh, there's a wedding party.
6 days.
Oh.
Party's tonight.
Oh, is this for the party or the wedding?
This is for the party, the wedding. Oh, don't worry about that. I've got something very special for that.
That's I bet that you have.
I
but
see.
I just want to ask: are you comfortable for?
Yeah.
Are you really? Are you? Because you don't look comfortable. You look like you can't breathe.
I
You're sweating a lot, and your movement is very restricted.
No.
Show me your best dance move.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Why do you want to see an Eldritch Abomination?
But Carragher got you something for the party.
Would you stop taking the lead on my thing?
Sorry.
A, yeah, I did get something. B, shut up.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Did you buy me an outfit? I was not going to be there.
What?
Well, because I could not come to the shops with you, so
Yeah?
And they're
I
closed
mean, you
now.
know what I like.
And they're closed
Right.
now, the shops.
You're always very keen to not have me buy things for you. So, because you always... The last time I tried to buy clothes, you got very, very angry. So that's why I haven't, because...
Yeah.
You do remember that, though, don't you?
Yeah. No, I remember.
great.
But I would have thought that maybe it would just be, sort of intuitive that, I was not going to get the chance to buy anything special. So maybe you would have fucking thought about this.
But then I'd be contradicting the things that you...
Yeah. So.
What do you mean, so? If I was intentionally doing the wrong thing...
Oh, it's getting very close to reality.
Why would I intentionally do the wrong thing? If I knew it was the wrong thing to do?
God, it's
Look, fine. So you got me something, yeah? What is it? It's not going to be some fucking flowers, is it?
God, this is more emasculating than a Turkish bath.
No, I didn't get you flowers.
Oh, thank fuck for that. Okay.
Got
Do
you a
what?
tiny
Doesn't matter.
tree.
I can... What?
I got you a tiny tree.
A tiny tree?
Yeah.
I love tiny trees. Thank you.
Makes a look at Fulton as if to say, I don't know if I did the right thing, if I won. It's like that look at Nick Cage and what's his name? Thingy in the Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Yes.
You know? There's a Caragor hands over the tiny tree.
Oh, this is amazing. Oh, I love you so much. Thank you very much. Okay. And she puts it on her head like a hat.
Caragor feels like he's passed a will save or something.
Bubba, I got you some flowers.
Thanks.
It's okay. I actually got 2 bunches of flowers. Which one do you prefer?
I don't mind.
Okay. I'll go with the ones that match the ones that are in your hair.
Thanks.
There you go. And I'll give these to the person who's running the party, which I think is James Van Der Beek.
Don't worry. I can tell you. I wrote it down.
You wrote it down.
Where are my notes? Here they are. No.
Oh, gosh.
That's not
It's
them.
Haverwood.
Hadley Van der Ale.
With that, Hadley's who's I can get him out
Hadley's.
to. The Van der Ales is the.
I was way
is
off.
the
Hadley Van
family.
der Ale. That's Ike's fiance. It'd be whoever the parents of that one.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I don't
Alright.
know what their
I
names
got
are.
these for them.
Well, let's go to the party. Have some fun.
We're meeting some of our friends, right? Is it the right time? Is the sun just going down?
Yeah, it looks
pretty
like it.
All right.
Are we not going to preload a little bit?
I think we should preload a little bit. And I'm going to quickly change into my second best outfit because I ordered one I thought it was for the wedding. Anyway, never mind. Yeah.
Well, like the outfit you're wearing right now, the tailored wizard robes.
No, you see, that's what I ordered. They're being made, but they weren't.
That's for the wedding?
I thought it was for the wedding, yes. So I didn't actually order anything for today.
I mean, as long as you didn't pick an outfit that looked better than the groom's.
no,
Or
no,
bride's.
no.
Because that would be it.
No, as long as that colour scheme is in purple, then I'm good.
Okay. I'm now.
It wouldn't be purple.
I now
It
have a
wouldn't be.
fear
about that. I don't know why.
Well, purple.
It's
We'll know tonight because it's their party. If they
Yes.
like purple, we'll know tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Exactly.
can ask them.
yes.
Purple robes, purple robes.
So
All right, let's
Velda-
preload.
Velda pops off to the bathroom, comes back wearing. Would it be like your Mwangi Expanse outfit or your?
It's the one. Yeah, it's the last. I think I did buy in the Magnimar pants.
it
So
would be
it's
'cause
quite
you-
smart.
Yeah, you bought because you've got the one. Most of your Mwangi Expanse costumes are completely fucked from all the time in the jungle. But then
I think I got
everyone except Karagor bought new ones for your Star Wars New Hope medal ceremony bit. So
that's exactly the outfit. It's the sort of Mwangi
Nice.
style.
Bubba
New
actually
Hope.
puts on here. Sorry,
That's
Bubba,
right, eh?
Bubba puts on his trying to get into the spirit of this party. Puts on his power suit that he bought at that time, which is like a bright yellow, Hillary Clinton style power suit.
So you are now wearing a bright yellow Hillary Clinton power suit with a fake beard and flowers in your hair.
That's correct. Yeah.
You look like a hippie going to a job interview, basically.
It's important to hide in plain sight. That's the key thing.
I mean, now it's definitely a thing. Now no one's going to think Bubba.
I'm just trying to cheer myself up. Can't recall.
It's all right.
Frosty Pops brings you a few more ice shots. He had some ice cream on the tray. He's like, "Oh, is your nephew not here anymore?"
No, here's
No, these are our uncles and our auntie.
bed. Hello, I'm Auntie.
Auntie.
Yes, the auntie aunt.
Babe.
What?
Why are you putting on a voice?
I don't know.
So you are the uncle and aunt
No,
to
I'm
these two
the-
uncles.
I'm the cousin.
You're a cousin of who?
Twice removed.
From this bar.
And I'm no one. Can I have
That's
another
right.
shot, please?
That's his name.
This is yes.
No one.
No one. Beardy McPherson.
The one beardy McBits. Fine, and he brings you some more drinks. Right, what's the plan?
Go to the pie.
We drink,
Oh,
drink,
I
drink,
thought. Do you know
then
what? I
go to
thought
the
it was
party.
Frosty.
That's
What's
not
his
right,
face?
Frosty.
Oh, so what's the plan? Oh, it's awkward. We're going to a party, but
clocking
you're
off in a minute.
Oh God, you're not invited. Right, here we go. Shots.
So
Shots.
is it like a what do you call
A
it?
little montage of banging down some
Montage of-
shots.
Yeah.
Bang,
Shots.
bang,
And then we head for where is it? The Arches we're meeting.
So
them?
you're in the Grand Arch District. It's at the entrance to the Alabaster
Entrance
Quarter.
to the Alabaster,
That's the Alabaster District. That's where the others said to meet you.
God, I wish there was a half-orc comedy bar around here.
Yeah, the place does need it, doesn't it?
There's a Tengu one down the road there. Bubba's like getting really quite wasted.
Is it?
On the around the corner of a Tengu comedy.
Do you want to go?
We could go and have a quick. We can't have a quick pop into the Tengu laughs.
That's the Tengu laugh.
I mean, there's only 4 Tengus in this area.
I'll tell you what, the guard are all out looking for certain. Well, why don't you just go there?
Go there, yeah.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't fucking go there. Well, there's a dwarf one as well. Oh, no, there's not.
Richards and Simmons are there outside in a wagon with newspapers in front of their faces, staking out the Tengu Comedy Club.
Yeah. All 3 of them are in there.
Oh dear! None of them do comedy as well. They're just sitting there waiting for an hoping that there'll be.
One day, Bubba will come back and do some comedy.
So you head for the Alabaster Quarter.
Just before we head out, I pull Bubba to the side and I go, Bubba.
You're not going to get your cock out, are you?
No.
He can't.
Look, Bubba.
What?
You're a family. And whatever you've got going on, I'll protect you no matter what. Because you're my brother. And then he hands him his clan dagger. Family.
Bubba puts his hand out as if Fulton's going to like slice his hand.
No, it's a sentiment.
Oh, we're not doing like a brother thing.
This is we can do. Okay.
All right. Bubba slices his hand as well.
Blood brothers.
And then Bubba puts his hand on Fulton's hands.
No one's going to hurt you again.
He squeezes it and digs his talons into Fulton's hand a little bit, right? Listen, I had one family and I've lost them. And then he licks his hands. And then suddenly realizes what he's done and going, it's disgusting, and then sort of just wanders off.
Well, that worked.
But we are blood brothers now.
Yeah. Let's go.
He doesn't really know what to do at the moment. He's a little bit drunk and a little bit out of it.
Carragher.
I'm sorry, I didn't realise I was in this scene. Sorry, hello.
I was just telling him a joke.
Scott just went right over the other side of the room.
I was trying to create space so you can talk at the table.
Carragher.
Yep.
We're blood brothers.
No, don't. We've done this before where you cut your hand and you bond it with mine. I am not touching you when you've been in that suit.
Oh, fine.
Okay, later.
Fine.
Besides, we've done it before. Wait. Do you want to... What's a bit of exposed flesh that you haven't managed to put your excrement onto?
Might be a spot.
My forehead?
Yes.
Fuck. Okay.
Kiss me on the forehead.
Oh, Caragor's got 2 cuckeries on both their foreheads. Wait, what? Are we not...
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, go on. Blood brother your foreheads.
You want a kiss on the forehead?
No.
Good, because I didn't want to give you one, so...
So, guys, this is weird. I'm going to keep walking along the street. Bye.
You weren't in this scene anyway!
We're literally all walking as a little gaggle of crap for our friends.
But sometimes, things happen like 2 people up, and then you have people having conversations.
Somehow that never happens to Caragor. Everybody else gets to have their privacy, but somehow whenever Caragor's in a scene, it's never actually private. So, it's wild. It's wild.
Bubba runs up to Shania and just shows Shania his hand. Says, can you heal that for me, please?
Crap! What have you done already?
Bubba wanted to be blood brothers, and I thought, I haven't got any family left, so I thought I'd maybe try and be family with Fulton, but I don't know, and then I got confused.
Fulton is very sweet, but don't swap blood with him. Okay, if you know about Sunset,
It's been done
he's
now.
got all kinds of stuff going on.
Am I going to get Fultonitis?
Well, we don't know. But
Suddenly I want some cheese.
I'll heal you. It's okay. She does a healing thing.
You heal the hand.
Well, apparently...
And I'll check you for disease tomorrow, okay?
I'm already feeling it.
Craving salted meats.
Yeah. By the way, we need to go to MZ's family, remember? That's another to-do list.
Should we do that before the party?
Well, I'm not with any of you apparently, so I'm not with you guys now. So I'm just walking along with Jin. Like,
Shut up,
Jin.
Shut up, Velda.
Foxes is so much more. No, you're not there because you're with Caragor. So.
Jin holds out a blooded paw.
So, and I'm like, yeah, right. So I just like, there we go. We're blood brothers.
Cuts his hand, he disappears because that's the hit points he has.
Oh, I never did heal you. Shit. Oh, damn. Ah, yes.
No. Not... Well, yes. Fuck.
He
Yes.
needs to be laid to rest.
Well, not right now.
Oh,
We're
now
going
you're
to-
back.
Yes. Apparently, I'm back and I'm in earshot. But apparently, we've got to go to a party.
Yeah, I know.
Do we know that MZ's family was a crime family? Do we know that?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you
Can we steer away from... No! That's the solution.
Maybe
They'll be connected with petty crime. I bet an established crime family knows exactly where mid-level thugs are in the city, even if they are in jail. That's brilliant. Well
See?
done, Fulton.
Yeah, solving things one thing at a time.
What's been solved? What's going on, guys?
Well, we need at some point to go visit MZ's family, which we said we're going to do anyway, and that'll be the key to finding
The Johnsons.
Oh! Because of the crime family
which
scene.
we need to find because of Bubba.
Unless
Everything is going to be neat balls today.
I'm not. It's going to be tomorrow.
Okay,
Fine.
tomorrow.
Did you hear that,
So-
Bubba?
Oh, I heard everything. You don't want me around. None of you like me. I'm just a waste of fucking Tengu space.
Fulton, didn't you do the cutting on his hand?
Yeah.
Well, I thought that would fix.
I know. So did I.
I love you, Fulton. I love you, mate.
I love you too.
I think
so
maybe
much.
we should all give Bubba a big hug. Everyone together, one big hug.
Who was Bubba though? Because all I see.
Is
someone.
Brian.
There's nobody. Nobody
Brian,
bearded
no one.
McBeardston.
Nobody.
no one.
Beardy McBrien.
Brian is good. Call me Brian.
Brian. Okay, Brian. Let's give Brian a big hug. Multiple. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you all give Brian nobody a big hug.
Brian's not no one.
He's a very lovely boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Caragor gives him a hug.
Oh, you now have a lot of bloody
Yes, you've got some blood on your shoulder there, Caragor.
Fulton is starting to look quite pale now.
Losing a lot of blood.
I forgot to heal.
He can't even put it on it. Like his clothes won't absorb it. So
Just running off into the street.
you heal Fulton up and you head to.
Do we see? Oh, the other people, the people that aren't us.
The people that aren't you finally turn up. So walking up the street are some of the people from the carnival. You can see Amara Dellison. You can see Travis. You can see Venlock the Scourge, now played by Kathy Burke. Mm-hmm. You can see there is a headless skeleton wearing a tuxedo, walking along beside them, and you see Fardeen dressed the Panotti, the elephant man, grey-skinned with long ears dropping down to the ground, wrapped around him like a cloak. They're wearing Varisian garb, but they're wearing so kind of very colourful, flowing clothes with a lot of jewellery. But they've clearly tried to dress up for this as best they can. As they approach, Fardeen kind of takes a step behind the others for a bit. Travis waves at you from across the street as he sees you. Hey, fellas!
Hey, Travis!
Hey!
How are you? How you doing? Have you found somewhere to stay?
Yeah, we have got a place, I think. Yeah, it's the same place that we were staying at the last time I told you about where we were staying.
Great.
Yeah, good.
This is our friend Brian.
Oh, hi, Brian.
Oh, what's your name, mate?
My name's Travis.
What are you
Good to
grateful
meet you.
for, Travis?
Aggressively. I'm grateful to be. I'm grateful to be here in the city. I'm grateful that Ika's getting married and she's happy.
Celebrating this wonderful day. Hey, what's he like? It's a guy.
Yes.
Hadley, he's yeah.
Whoa, what does that mean?
He's a good kid. I think he's a good kid.
Why
Kid.
did you point? Why did you point?
How old is he? Is he 13, is he?
No, Ika wouldn't be marrying somebody 13. He's around. He's a little older than Ika, I think. He's in his 20s.
I don't even know who Aka is, mate. Don't even know.
But you have been welcomed anyway.
Yeah.
Yay for Brian. Yay, we all clap.
She's gonna meet you and she's gonna like you.
I get it. Oh,
I tell you what,
he leans close. Travis leans close up to Brian Bubba and just like, are they trying to get drinks tokens out of you? Have you been kidnapped? Blink twice if you need help.
He just slaps him on the face a couple of times and goes, I like you, Travis. I like you, mate. You're a nice bloke. Have you ever had anything that's really powerful in your hands?
So you can see.
So which way to the party?
Wait a minute. Fardeen, I can see you there behind.
Oh no. Oh, hello.
I haven't seen you in ages.
Can we have a hug?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yay!
You're the
Shall I hug
star.
him?
You're the star of the show, right?
How have you been? Yes, I'm in the new show.
That's good. Do you still cry a lot?
I was trying to. I'm trying to do it less, only when it's healthy.
Good for you.
I've been going through a lot of therapy to try and get over my crippling self-doubt and my shoe addiction.
Well, that's very good. I'm glad. Well done. It's yes. You look better. You look very.
You look dapper.
Great.
I love
Yeah,
this
dapper,
look
yes,
on you.
dapper,
You look
yes.
dapper.
The
Yes.
ears really bring out your eyes.
Oh, well, thanks. That's
Yes.
Bubba, I don't know if it's unusual to you, like how flinchy some of these people are around these apparent friends. They're clearly like they're happy to
everyone's
see
really
him, but they're also a little bit like they're just all. You can tell that they're all slightly. Some of them are slightly on edge.
Trauma, man, just in their veins.
The Amara is much happier. Amara's like, it is good to see all of you again,
Ah, Mara, you look
Amara.
amazing.
and so do you, Mr. Rain.
Oh, thank you. Well, I didn't even get a new outfit for this or anything. She quick look to Caragor.
Caragor looks
Anyway,
away.
It's got a nice tree though.
I do have a tree. I'm wearing it.
Master Kemblight, I love your robes. They're Mwangi style.
They are Mwangi style. Yes. We've had quite the adventures.
That's what I see.
Left. Yes.
And Fulton, you are. That is. Certainly something. You have not changed too much at all.
He's very easy wipe on the outside and not so much on the inside. So yes.
Have you met Headless Joe before? He used to work in the sideshow.
Headless Joe, yes, of course. How have you been?
Headless Joe stretches his hand out, walks past all of you, and just bumps into a wall.
That's the same old Joe. Do you remember? Classic Joe.
Headless Joe is our accountant now. Ironically, it turns out he has a head for numbers. Come along.
Fiscal optimism nailed it.
You head into the Alabaster District. You go up to the. It is guarded. There are some very well equipped looking guards, like better kitted out than the guard that you've seen at the gates for it. Clearly, they don't just let anyone into the district. Certainly after dark. But Elmira goes up and speaks to them and shows them some paperwork. Shows them what looks like an invitation, and they nod and open the gates for you and usher you all in. And you make your way through. The Alabaster District is another step up from the where you've been so far in the city. If the Grand Arch District is kind of your middle classes, where your fairly well-to-do merchants are, most people have decent family houses and things. The Alabaster District is where the people in gated communities live. Like this is. All of the houses you pass are huge. Like these are big, fancy villas with lots of lights burning in them. There are shops. The shops are now closed, but even the shops are they sell the sort of shit you don't need. If you want to buy a really expensive rug, you can get it in here. It's that kind of. It's like going around Knightsbridge. It's those kind of shops that you're seeing in this place. And as they lead you up, they go past a huge temple with a lot of golden lights shining in it, which looks very hefty. It almost looks like a cross between a temple and a bank vault and a bank. Almara points out and says, that is the Temple of Abadar. That is where the wedding is going to be next week. Oh. It's one of the biggest temples in the city. Do you know the Vandroel family?
No. I fucking guessed so. I fucking knew it.
I've heard them,
She's marrying up.
What?
Sorry.
Nice. You didn't
have to slam your fist at it, but yes, she's definitely
I cannot help myself.
Has Bubba heard of these people?
Give me a bardic law to see if you've heard of those people.
So it's 20.
It's a 20.
Sickening 20.
A sickening 20. It's not a huge roll, but yes, you have heard of the Vanderails. The Vanderails are one of the richest and most influential merchant families in all of Varissia. They are the oldest of old money. They go back to the founding of the city, and they've been a part of high society here since then. Says a man as he opens a beer next to you. So quiet.
High society.
I say all of that. I say, they've been around for years.
Crucially,
big old.
I think I've heard of them. I think yes.
You had all heard of them because the statues of the two wizards, as you went in, their surname was Vanderail. That is how far back the statues you walked under to get here are the ancestors of this family.
Got it.
Wow, they're brothers,
and they run the trading net. They run a fleet of ships that do most of the trading along here. So this is a big family.
Yeah, they're massive. This lot, they own everything.
Are they like bad people?
I don't know if I'm immediately suspicious.
Hey,
yeah, because Travis did that thing where he hesitated and then looked as if he couldn't talk about it, and it made me, the way he looked about it, made me want to reach for my bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Travis, why did you do that?
Look,
Do you feel like something's going down?
I know. We have an innate suspicion of sort of the wealthy, patriarchs and stuff like that. Patricians.
Commsvelder defending the rich people.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think now's the time to.
Yeah. Okay, no, that's okay. I'm just.
I can ask him. I'm from around here. I don't mind.
At the time we found out, we didn't know he was that rich. We just saw Travis's reaction to a person. That's all.
We're about to go to their house.
But yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. We don't have to say it. I'm just saying. I smell rich rats.
You're sure it's not Fulton?
I smell some sort of shellfish.
There are some bulges under the PVC where some rats have got in looking for the meat, gotten trapped.
Don't worry, they'll die soon.
They've ironically become the meat as the circle of life.
God, it's got an ecosystem. It's its own dungeon monster.
Fulton just ingests food through his skin now. That's what he's doing. It's so porous. Right, well, should we go to this party then?
Yeah. Let's see what is the fuck up.
Well, the reason I said maybe we should be cautious is because if it is a really good thing and it's all good, we don't want to fuck this up for us.
Yeah.
Because I mean, this is like the break of a fucking lifetime. You know what I mean? Like these guys are really. Even I've heard of them when we're in the wine market. They're just really, really rich.
Yeah.
So let's do it for right.
Yeah. I'm not going to fuck stuff up.
I mean, we kind of always fuck stuff up, but yeah, let's try not to fuck stuff up tonight.
I might fuck some stuff up.
Okay, that fills me with confidence.
Into the party.
You head up to you arrive at the biggest villa that you have seen. It is about a 4-story mansion. The grounds of it stretch out. And bear in mind, this is in a city, so not a lot of places have grounds, but this has a garden that stretches back up. That would take you a couple of minutes to walk through. There are fountains and sculptured topiary all around it. It is obviously where the party is because you can hear music coming from it, and you can see lights on in most of the windows. And there are a flood of servants out and about in well-trimmed doublets, and there are a couple of carriages that start sort of approaching, and as you approach, one of them is just pulling away with one of the servants driving it. Is riding away, and you can see some people in very fine clothing halfway up the garden path on their way towards the house with a couple of other servants with them. As you get there, one of the servants comes up to greet you and says, "Good evening."
Hello.
Hello. We're here to party.
We are the Danger Club, here to see Ica. And also the other fella.
I see.
Special guest, nobody Beardy McBedson.
My name's Brian.
One of our members couldn't make it, unfortunately, because they were sick. So we met Brian, and he's a stand-up guy.
Come along.
Yeah. Still,
They met me in the street, and they said, "You look like a nice bloke. Do you want to come to a party?" And I said, "Yes."
Well, I see. The bride's party. We've been expecting all of you, and you must be. And he checks off the names of the of the various other people. Headless Joe tips his cap, which he's just holding in his hand because he has nowhere to put it. And he said, "Can I park your carriage for you?"
We walked.
We walked, yes.
Yeah.
You walked.
Yeah. We like to get our steps in. Very important.
You should try it.
I walk everywhere. Don't worry. Travis and Pardee laugh with you, but hold each other's hands nervously.
So where's Ica?
Miss Ica is inside already with... I'm sure she'll be very pleased to see you. Please, would you like to be announced?
No, it's okay.
No.
That'd be great, yes.
What is your name?
I am Velda Cairnblight. Wizard.
Necromancer.
No, not with Necromancer. No, I'm a
You
wizard.
left a long pause there, man.
I did.
I mean, someone was
I
going to
did.
fill it, weren't they?
There were other things to say, but no, wizard. Arch-wizard.
Arch-wizard.
Yes.
Very well, but the rest
Of
of you
the
do not
arcane.
wish to be
No,
announced.
I do now. No, I do.
Yes, I thought so. You big... Yeah, come on,
I'm
guys.
Fulton Battlestone, leader of the Danger Club podcast.
Oh, you have a podcast.
Doesn't everyone?
How dreadfully common.
Bit derivative. A bearded man with a podcast. Well, that's new.
When did you become an archwizard?
What?
When did you become an archwizard?
That's right then.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is that what the new robes are about?
No.
Can I be an archranger?
No, well, you could be a master ranger. Yes. Isn't it master?
Could I be a master axeman?
No.
Oh.
But because you're still not very good at the axe, are you?
What?
You could be. You're already king of God knows what.
Yeah, you're three kings.
You're three
yeah.
kings. King of the leek people, king of the lions, and king of the scoopy out of the eyes. I know, some shit.
What are you, Bubba?
Motherfucker. What? Who? Mother? I'm not your mother. And I don't like to see everyone.
Motherfucker.
Quietly stab the valet.
We must kill all the servants.
Look, I haven't rolled anything this game. Listen, what can I roll, Dan? Let's
yeah.
negotiate.
All right.
I know your DM instincts because some of them are very similar to mine. What? Let's talk. What
wasn't
can make
even
that
me.
go away?
That was just me making.
You did it in character.
I'm perfectly happy for you to make a deception check to try and explain away what Fulton just said in a way that won't make anyone suspicious.
I will pat him on the back and reassure him that was one of his speech traits that he does after getting hit in the back by me. He now goes "Buh" every now and then. Okay, he goes "Buh." That's the thing. That's the thing that he does. Okay, I just wail him on the back.
Hey, Bubba.
Finally, a good roll. Okay, it's 28 total.
At 28, I am going to dock you a point for not rolling in the dice tray.
I do it for the sound.
The valet says, I make the same noise myself when I get hit in the back. So
He saved it.
So Archwizard Velda Kenblight.
Oh, yes.
Fulton Battlestone, the leader of the Danger Club podcast.
Brian, what are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
And Brian, who is fine.
Yeah. Brian, who's fine.
Fine, now it's a little more suspicious if we don't get our names read out. I am Caragor Onefang.
Do you have a list of things you've never lost a fight?
I used to. Used to.
We'll leave that one off. And milady.
Just Miss Rain.
Miss Rain. Very well. Introducing Archwizard Velda Cairnblight, non-necromancer.
What? You can't go...
Fulton Battlestone, the leader of the Danger Club podcast. Caragor Onefang. That's it. Ms. Rain and Brian. And
who is
company.
fine.
Who is fine.
Thank you.
And company. The others just kind of wave behind. As you are allowed,
waving.
as you wave back to them, as you open the grand doors and step up into the mansion, the sound of music swells as you get in. You can see that there is at the end of this long hall where there are portraits all the way along it of humans in very fine clothes with quite stern expressions looking down, and you can see a lot of them are men of similar sort of age. You wonder if maybe this is kind of the fashions seem to date going back, and you wonder if this is kind of the Vanderale family line along here. There are statues carved up, there's bits of artwork everywhere, there is gold filigree on everything, and at the end of it the doors are open and you can see there is a grand ballroom where you can see there's just loads of people. You are ushered through that, and he doesn't announce you in the hallway, and then he takes you through the hallway, announces you into the ballroom, and there are people dancing around. There's a grand staircase that goes up to an upper level. There are tables laid out with loads of food, and there are lots of people talking and dancing, all sort of people in very, very expensive looking outfits, talking to one another as you're all announced. How does everyone feel walking into this kind of environment immediately? Velda?
Velda feels all right, actually, because we've had so many grand occasions. Actually, he's just sort of wandering in and looking around. He doesn't feel particularly nervous, but he doesn't feel particularly awed either. But he's just sort of looking at all the portraits.
A bit of time in next.
Sort of scholar's mind, really.
Shania?
Extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Not really up for it. Would have rather they weren't announced. Definitely apprehensive about what this means for Ica, but hoping desperately that it's just a lovely thing.
Old fine Brian.
Brian's in a bit of a whirlwind spiral at the moment. He's not really, he can't really see what's going on, to be honest. He's just kind of dealing with a lot of stuff, and this atmosphere isn't really affecting him in any way, he thinks, but it's probably affecting, making him more anxious.
Makes sense. Caragor.
Given the light and everything that's happened thus far, and the people in there exposed.
Oh, and Fulton.
Squelchy. Uncomfortable in his PVC. He kind of likes the attention, but also doesn't as well. He's got like a weird thing of like likes being the center of attention. Colin. Yeah,
that's hilarious.
You step forward. You hear suddenly from across the room. You hear, "Oh my goodness!" You look up and you see Ica. She is older than when you last saw her. So 2 years since you last saw her. So she is now much more a young woman than you was. She is wearing just a gorgeous robe, dress that is, bejeweled, and she has a jeweled necklace on. She just comes, but she runs like somebody who doesn't wear it. Like she just bolts down across the room as soon as she sees you, and just runs towards all of you and just hurls her arms around Caragor's neck and gives him a big hug.
Caragor's just got the plate of food that he was trying to compete with Fulton overeating. He just gets Ica, gives her a one-armed hug, and slowly passes it. Fulton, take it from my hand, and gives a hug back.
And she just runs. She just hugs each of you.
So nice to see you again. You
Hello,
look marvelous,
Trouble.
my dear.
You look absolutely fantastic. Oh, you look amazing, my dear. Oh my God.
It is so good to see all of you. I can't believe you managed to come. We sent messages out to some of the major cities, hoping that you would find it, but I was not hopeful that. Where in the world were you?
Yeah, we have been many, many places.
we've been in the Mwangi Expanse.
I'm so happy that you were able to be here for this.
We are very happy to be here, and this is amazing.
Oh, it's quite fancy. But Hadley's folks are doing all right for themselves.
Yeah,
Yes.
How the fuck did you two meet?
We met at college after I enrolled here because my magic was getting more powerful, so I joined the magical college here in Magnimar. It was
Congratulations.
Travis and Amara's insistence. They said it was the only place I would get training that I could do something with. Other than staying in the carnival forever, and Hadley and I met on a field trip to a small hill town. We were going to collect samples, and there were these cultists who were trying to sacrifice people to bug people. Things got involved. We had to save some students, and
Oh, wow.
Oh, gosh.
we've been dating for about a year now. He's very sweet. He's proposed to me on the Irispan. It's the big bridge.
Oh, okay. I did not know. Holy shit.
Could we meet him?
Of course, I would love to.
Caragor looks quite sheepish and has already reached into his pack and then sort of sees Ica's wearing like a stunning dress,
Yeah.
right? I've kind of bought you wasn't at the time a wedding gift, but you remember back when we left you and I couldn't get you the dress. I couldn't hand that over to you. You probably don't know that, but everyone else at the carnival might, because they got on the Travis and that one got on the boat. And I ran back across town to get. Anyway, I wasn't able to hand it over then, but congratulations on getting married. And Caragor pulls out what was at the time when he bought it. The dress probably would have looked quite nice.
Yeah.
And now she looks like this. So Caragor's like, here you go, congratulations.
She
I'm sorry
takes
it's
it
not
and
quite,
half opens it. It's so beautiful. You've carried this for 2 years.
Yep, I didn't know what else to do with it once I got it for you, so sorry. Kept it as clean as possible. I can give it a wash again before you wear it, probably, because, you look nice anyway. Good.
She smiles, and you can see she almost tears up. She says, "It's perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, you must come and meet everybody." And then she looks around and goes, Where is MC? I can't wait to give him a hug. And that's where we leave it for tonight.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You can hug my axe.
Veyron. He's the man that everyone thought they wanted. We certainly wanted him because he is the Changeling of the Week. Thank you, Veyron. If you want to be like Veyron and support us in a future, past, kind of time war kind of way, or just for the Patreon, go to www.patreon.com/Danger Club Podcast.